Hello there and welcome to Help Grow Academy. Are you preparing for your upcoming Post-UTME exam on biology? Do you want to master the most tested topics with confidence and clarity? Then sit back, grab your pen and notebook, and follow along as we walk through 20 high-yield Post-UTME biology multiple choice questions. Not only will you get the correct answers, but we will also break down each one with a deep long-form explanation designed to ensure that you truly understand the concepts and not just memorizing them. Let's dive in. Question 1 says,
which of the following is not a function of the skeleton in humans? A. Support. B. Blood cell production. C. Respiration. And D. Protection. The correct answer there is option C. Respiration. The skeleton provides support. It protects vital organs. Example, the skull protects the brain and produces blood cells in the blood marrow. However, respiration is a function of the respiratory system and not the skeletal system. Question 2 says, in which part of the alimentary canal does most of the digestion and reabsorption occur? In which part of the alimentary canal does most of the digestion and absorption occur? A. Stomach. B. Small intestine. C. Large intestine. And D. Esophagus. The correct answer there is option B. Small intestine. The small intestine is the primary site for both absorption and digestion of nutrients. Stomach starts digestion, especially of proteins, using enzymes like the pepsin and hydrochloric acid. However, very little absorption happens here, except alcohol and some drugs. The small intestine is where the final digestion occurs, using enzymes for the pancreas and the intestine walls. Absorption of nutrients like the glucose, amino acids, and fatty acid into the bloodstream occurs through the villi and the microvilli. The large intestine absorbs mostly water and salt. The esophagus is simply a muscular tube that transports food from the mouth to the stomach by peristalsis. No digestion occurs here in the esophagus. Question 3 says, which of these organisms is an autotroph? Which of these organisms is an autotroph? A. Mushroom. B. Paramecium. C. Mango tree. And D. Housefly. The correct option there is option C. The mango tree. Autotrophs are organisms that make their own food, typically through photosynthesis. The mango tree is a green plant containing chlorophyll in its leaf, and it uses sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose. Mushrooms are organisms. They are fungi. They are saprophytic heterotrophs, absorbing nutrients from decaying organic materials. Paramecium is a single-celled protozoan. It feeds on bacteria and debris. Housefly is also an heterotroph, feeding on human food and waste. Question 4 says, which of these processes results in the formation of gametes? Which of these processes results in the formation of gametes? A. Mitosis. B. Fertilization. C. Meiosis. And D. Cloning. The correct answer is option C. Meiosis. Meiosis is a type of cell division that produces gametes, that is the egg cell and the sperm cell, which have the number of chromosomes. Mitosis produces identical somatic cells. Fertilization, on the other hand, joins gametes, and then cloning creates identical organisms. Question 5. Which of the following is a vector of the parasite that causes sleeping sickness? Which of the following is a vector of the parasite that causes sleeping sickness? Option A. Female Anopheles mosquito. B. Tsetse-fly. C. Black fly. And D. Housefly. The correct answer is option B. Tsetse-fly. Sleeping sickness, also known as African trypanosomiasis, is caused by trypanosomia and transmitted by the tsetse-fly. The female Anopheles mosquito transmits malaria Black fly transmits river blindness and housefly spread many bacterial diseases. Question 6 says, what is the primary excretory organ in humans? Option A, liver, B, lungs, C, skin, and D, kidney. The correct answer is option D, kidneys. The kidneys are paired bean-shaped organs responsible for 1. Filtering blood to remove nitrogenous waste like urea, regulating water and salt balance, and 3. Producing urine via the nephrons. The lungs, on the other hand, what they do is they excrete carbon dioxide and water vapor. The skin excretes sweat, which is a composition of water, salt, and small urea. The liver detoxifies harmful substances, but it is not the main excretory organ. Question 7 says, which of the following is a vestigial organ in humans? Option A, appendix, B, kidney, C, lungs, and D, pancreas. The correct answer is option A, appendix. Let's ask ourselves, what is a vestigial organ? A vestigial organ is a structure that has lost its original function through evolution. The appendix in humans is a small pouch attached to the large intestine. In herbivores, it helps digest cellulose. In humans, it has no significant digestive function, though recent research shows it may help with the gut's immunity. The kidney, lungs, and pancreas are fully functional and necessary organs. Question 8 says, a gene is best defined as A, a hormone controlling the body, B, a type of white blood cell, C, a segment of DNA coding for a trait, D, a molecule in the cytoplasm. The correct answer is option C, a segment of DNA coding for a trait. A gene is a segment of DNA that carries instruction for making proteins, which controls the physical and biochemical traits of an organism. Genes are located on chromosomes inside the nucleus. Each gene determines a specific trait like eye color, blood type, height, body size, and all that. Genes do not function as hormones or cells. The correct option remains option C, a segment of DNA coding for a trait. Question 9. Which of these processes does not require cellular energy? Which of these processes does not require cellular energy? That is ATP. Option A, active transport, B, muscle contraction, C, diffusion, and D, mitosis. The correct answer is option C, diffusion. Diffusion is the passive movement of molecules like oxygen or carbon dioxide from a region of high concentration to low concentration. I repeat myself, diffusion is the movement of molecules from a region of high concentration to low concentration. It does not require energy. Active transport, on the other hand, moves substances against the concentration gradient and it requires ATP. Muscle contraction involves sliding filament theory, needing ATP. Mitosis requires energy for chromosome movement and cytokinetics. Question 10. The major product of photosynthesis is A, oxygen, B, carbon dioxide, C, glucose, and D, water. The correct answer is option C, glucose. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants use sunlight to make food, as shown in the equation below. The main product is glucose, which has C6, H12, and O6. It is a simple sugar used for energy or stored as starch. Oxygen is a byproduct of the reaction. Carbon dioxide and water are reactants and not products. And that wraps up our deep dive into post-UTME biology practice questions with detailed explanations. We hope you find it helpful and that you're feeling more confident about your upcoming exams. If this video helped you, don't forget to give it a thumb up. Drop a comment below telling us how you're preparing and share it with your friends who are also getting ready. For more practice questions and tips across all science subjects, Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Remember, consistent practice is the key to success. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Keep studying and good luck.